Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the fourth update to the Pando's Eyeshadows Roulette style product that I have here on my channel. And if you haven't seen my intro or my updates, I will have it listed in the cards as well as in the description box below, so go and check those out first. And I also wanted to mention that between this and my previous update I did a video that was called 2 looks using my Pando's eyeshadows. So if you want to see me use these eyeshadows, then I will have that listed in the cards as well. And I also, because I have already filmed this video once, which is why it's super late, but I was supposed to post the update on the 2nd of July and I thought it was the 9th of July, so it was already a bit late. And then I filmed it once and I was not happy with how the footage came out, so yeah, that's why we are here today super late. But as I said, I was not happy with how that footage came out, so I have sort of tried to do things a bit differently this time. And I did sort of film a demo of this look, but I did use another lens. So I don't know, in the viewfinder it looked, I don't know, we'll see if I can get any good footage out of that, and if so I will just layer it over this video, and if not I will just keep trying and hopefully this will be a bit more interesting in the future. But let's just get into the products that I have been working on. So the first eyeshadow I'm going to talk about is from the Colourpop Dream Street palette, which was a collab with Kathleen Lights. And in this palette I've been working on the shade Shooting Star, and in my previous update I had a huge dip, but I had not hit pan on it yet because I had not really focused in on it. And I'm happy to report that I have hit pan on it. So I did hit pan on this a while ago and I haven't used it a ton since then. I've used it a tiny bit, I used it today. But it's really nice neutral crease shade, so I'm very happy I've been working on this, and I'm sort of happy this palette have gotten some love, especially this shade. So the next shadow I'm going to talk about was the one I included last time. So if you remember, last time I hit pan in Makeup Geek Fortune Teller, and so I pulled a new single eyeshadow and I got Makeup Geek Grandstand, and it already had a dip before I started, or before we put it in this project, just because it's one of my favorite shades. So I'm happy to report on this one as well that I hit pan. I don't know if you will be able to tell, so I think you can see that there is pan in it. The thing with this one is I hit pan and then whenever I use it, it sort of dirties up the pan, so you can't really see it, but I still think you will be able to tell that I hit pan on this one. So yeah, I'm super happy about that, and I really love that shade. It's one of my favorites and I will definitely continue using it. A funny thing is that this one, Grandstand, is a really good dupe, or they dupe each other. This shade, which is called Twinkle in the Dream Street palette, they are super duper similar. So if you have one or the other, you're fine. You don't need the other. So yeah, happy to say that I hit pan in 2 eyeshadows for this update. So let's get into the ones that I only have made progress on. And I think the best progress I've made is on the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette, and I am working on the shade called Synergy. And as you can hopefully tell, I do have a dip going in this shade. Ever since I hit pan on Grandstand and Shooting Star, I've been using it more on an everyday basis, because this is sort of a very warm toned, just a brown. It's not a very exciting eyeshadow, or maybe it's more of a neutral bronze. I don't know how to describe it. But it's not the most exciting eyeshadow. But now that I'm sort of only focusing on this, I have been using pink in my crease and yellow and sort of other fun colors, and then I put this one on my lid. I have this on my lid as well, and then I have Grandstand just sort of with my finger patted on the center. I think I've showed you, hopefully I've showed you that in the clips. But yeah, I've been focusing more on this one, so I'm happy that it starts, it finally has a dip. Okay, so let's move on to some shades that does not have as much progress, and the first one is the Urban Decay Electric palette. And if you remember from last time, I told you that this time I'm going to tell you which shadow in this palette I want to focus on, because I started focusing in on a Slowburn, which is this sort of raspberry red shade, but I decided that I did not want to work on this one just because, I don't know, it didn't really fit with the other shades I had in this product. So I've decided to go with Fringe instead, which is a shimmery sort of teal color, and it does have a slight dip in it. It doesn't really want to focus, but it does have a slight dip in it, not much. I haven't really been able to like incorporate this into a lot of looks that I do for every day. I have it on just slightly like underneath my lower lash line today, which, I mean, it doesn't really show, so I mean I could do that, but I don't know, somehow I don't want to use them, like I don't want to use this up just using it in a way where it won't show or like be as prominent as like the shade deserves, because it's really pretty. So that's why I've had this sort of a hard time incorporating like the colorful eyeshadows right now in this product. But the next one I'm also working on is the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Dragonfly. So here is what this one looks like, and like I can tell in person that this has the tiniest dip, but I don't think I will be able to show it in a close-up. Like if I do like this, I feel like you might be able to tell that there is a slight dip, maybe. But yeah, I'm still working on that one, and today I have it like sort of on this inner part of my eyelid, and I also have it like a shadowing. And I also wanted to mention that this look is super heavily inspired by Sarah Safarin. She posted a tutorial recently where she did a sort of tealish turquoise like wing, and she also had it on the inner corner, but she had like a turquoise blue on the inner corner, and then sort of orange and then yellow, and then she did a wing where she had like yellow, orange, and then the turquoise shade. So she sort of reversed her crease, and that look was super pretty. So I will have that video as well listed in the description box. But yeah, those were all of the shadows that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks. So I did hit pan on 2, so we are going to pull 2 more. So let's start with the palette. And last time I filmed this, I got like a lot of things, especially for the singles that, or the palettes as well, that I did not want to get. Like I couldn't pick from them, so hopefully it will turn out better this time. Okay, so I got the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadow palette, and then for singles I will just grab one. Okay, so I also got Makeup Geek Caitlin Rose, so I will go and grab those and decide which eyeshadow I want to pick for the palette, and then I will be right back. Okay, so let's first start with the palette. So here is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself, which was the one I pulled, and here is what that one looks like on the inside. I have small dips in each of the eyeshadows basically, but none have like a, like they all look used, but they basically do not have a dip, besides for like the highlighting shade here in the center. But I'm already like working on an inner corner highlight and a face highlight, so I didn't want to pick that like for another product. So I didn't want to pick the one in the center, so I decided to go with my favorite shade in this palette, even though it does not really go with the other eyeshadows in this product. So I decided to go with this one, which is the shade Marvel. And I have swatched all of the eyeshadows on my hand, and here is the shade Marvel. So as you can see, it's a super duper metallic green shade. It's sort of like a greenish golden shade, so depending on what you pair it with, it looks more green or more like just gold. And then the other shade is the Makeup Geek Caitlin Rose eyeshadow. So this is one of their foiled formula. As you can see, it looks used, but it does not really have like a dip or so. It's just sort of like scratched the surface. But here is a swatch of a Caitlin Rose, and it's a really pretty like purple color, and something I think I will really enjoy working on, so I'm super happy I pulled that one. And then here we have Fringe from the Urban Decay palette, and then Dragonfly by Makeup Geek, and here you have the Synergy from the Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. So this is the like color palette that I will be working on until next update, and hopefully I can make some progress on most of them. I'm not sure I will be able to hit pan before next update, just because all of them are so far away. Maybe in Synergy, hopefully. But yeah, we will see you in 6 weeks. So that was everything for my update today. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think about the like inserts of the eyeshadows and yeah, everything. So yeah, as I said, give this a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!